Leeds United were one of the top sides back in 1990s but got relegated in 2003 and 4 and had a 16-year absence in the top flight of English football. But last season they were back in the Premier League under the guidance of Marcelo Bielsa, and this season they look to improve, and here we are to rebuild and fix Leeds United to take them back to the glory of English football and as well as European football. So guys, welcome back to a rebuild video. This time around we're doing with Leeds United, and if you guys are excited for this video, drop a like on the video, subscribe to the channel if you're new around here, and let's get started with the rebuild. Taking a look at this Leeds team in season 1, we'll be rocking the 4-1-4-1 formation with the one seed in. That is very good when you've got players like Calvin Phillips in your team, so we'll be going with that formation and one striker formation, obviously with Patrick Bamford up top for season 1. Then you've got Jack Harrison, the Manchester City loanee, Rafinha and Rodrigo and Tyler Roberts in the midfield, and then in the defense we've got Cooper, Llorente, Dallas and Egan Alioski, and in goal we've got the French youngster Meslier, and on the bench we've got some very good players like Costa, Klitsch, then Koch is there as well. So the team's looking very good for season 1, and let's see the transfer budget we have as of season 1 with Leeds here. So it's going to be around 16 million. So if we can fix that transfer budget, I think so we can have a good chunk of money. Yes, we can. So it's around 30 million. I reckon we should do good business with that amount of money. The first signing here with Leeds is a signing that they have made in real life in Junior Firpo from Barcelona. Now Egan Alioski has left them in real life, and that's why they bought him, and obviously we also need an upgrade on that left back spot, therefore we have bought the Spaniard to Leeds. Our second summer signing is James Ward-Prowse from Southampton, and what's a signing for just 27.5 million euros. His valuation is 31, and obviously we all know how good he is on free kicks, and he can be a player who can play in that midfield for seasons to come. And yeah, there we go, we have made our second summer signing in James Ward-Prowse. Well, there we go, the transfer window has now ended and we have made two solid signings, I would say, in James Ward-Prowse and obviously Junior Firpo from Barcelona. So two good signings, and now let's aim till January and see where we stand in the Premier League. Well, halfway through the season and we stand 16th in the Premier League with 16 points, and we are 14 points behind Burnley, who are in 10th position. So I mean, it's going to take us some magic if we want to finish in the top 10 this season. Let's see in the Carabao Cup where we are, or where did we get knocked out is the better way to say. So it seems we got knocked out in the round 3 by the looks of it. So yeah, we got knocked out in round 3 to Southampton, and obviously Liam Cooper departed from the club because he was not happy with his playtime, and therefore we need to now find a replacement for him. We have exactly done that. We have signed the Uruguayan youngster Ronald Araujo from Barcelona for 7.5 million euros, and he's got some very good stats. He's just 74 rated, but he's also 21 years of age, so he's got room to grow and hopefully can help us to improve things in the league. And I think so with that we'll be simming till the end of the season, because we have not got much cash left. So not much, we've got nothing left, so we will now sim until end of the season, and let's see where we finish. Well, after 38 games in the Premier League we stand 17th. I mean, we were probably close to getting relegated than to finish in the top 10. I mean, we were just 6 behind Watford. And let's take a look in the FA Cup. Where did we reach? So we reached the final and we lost to Chelsea on penalties. Okay, so we had a good cup competition run. And let's take a look at the stats of the team who was the top scorer for us, because obviously we didn't have a good season in the league. But let's see who did score the most goal, and with no surprises it is Patrick Bamford and Rodrigo with 12 goals. So I mean, it's been a good season for the players, but not as a team as whole. So let's now move on to season 2. Season 2 here with Leeds United begins, and obviously last season was not a good season for us, but this season I think so if we can improve that back line, someone who is a bit high rated, and bring in a very good left winger. Jack Harrison has obviously now left us because he was on loan from Manchester City, and I didn't wanted to buy him permanently. We'll see, but I think so if we can get a very good centre back and a good left winger, will be sorted for the season. And let's look at the transfer budget we have got here for season 2, and it's 50 million. I think so that's very good, and let's start making some very good signings. We have made a huge signing to improve our defense by bringing in Mario Hermoso from Atletico Madrid for 40.5 million euros. I know that's huge money, but if we want to improve this team, we have to get these type of high rated and players who are very good, and he's also left footed, so it will help the cause as well. So there we go, we have signed a centre back in Mario Hermoso from Atletico Madrid. We have bought back Jack Harrison to Leeds United for 18.6 million euros. Now his contract was expiring in 12 months time, so we got him on a very cheap deal from Manchester City, and I think so he's a perfect player at least for 1 or 2 more seasons, and hopefully can bang in some goals from that left hand side. And there we go, our second summer signing is completed, and we have bought in Jack Harrison from Manchester City. Well, with that, our transfer window should be over, because I don't think so we have much money left to make any more signings in January. We may look for some pre-contract signings if they are, obviously, but for now this is how the team's looking. Hopefully things will be way better than last season, and yeah, let's till January and see where we stand in the Premier League. Things are going way better for us this time around in the Premier League, as we stand 12th than last season. I mean, last season our form was terrible. This season also it's okay, I would say. We stand 12th, a point behind Arsenal, 5 behind Chelsea. So the league table's looking very interesting, and now we have got about 11 million to spend in our transfer budget. Let's see what kind of signings we can make from that. We have just signed Shalik from Lille for just 23 million euros, and obviously we had to swap Stuart Dallas, but still, I mean, 23 million plus Stuart Dallas, who is 30 years of age and 77 rated, to get a 24 years young right back, not young right back, but a right back who is in his prime, and watch a player according to me. And also we sold some players. Let me just show you guys who all we sold in this transfer window. Therefore we had that money to make that happen. We sold Luke Ayling and Matthias Klitsch, and also we pulled out Jamie Vardy's free transfer from Real Madrid. His contract was expiring, and more than this we got, let me just show you guys very easy. There we go, Luka Modric, the Ballon d'Or winner, for a free transfer. Their contract was expiring. I know they both are 36 and 34 years of age, but if they can give us one season good, it can really help this team to take that step forward. And therefore obviously we have unsigned Chalik as well. So this is our business for the winter transfer window, and our manager rating is very low, but I hope we can get until the end of the season and hopefully at least break into the top 10. 9th in the Premier League is not a bad place to finish, I would say. Superb comeback in the second half of the season. A very good better second season than the first season, and we were 4 points behind Wolves, and we didn't make any cup competitions because obviously no matches there in the calendar now. So to Spurs, City in the FA Cup, and I think so it was Aston Villa who won the Carabao Cup. Yes, it is Aston Villa. Let's take a look in the Champions League who is won it. So it's between Barca and Juventus, and in the Europa League, let's see how things going. It's between Atalanta and Wolfsburg. So the matches are still to be played, but I mean, it's been a very good season for us. Let's take a look at the stats of all our players quickly. So it's Patrick Bamford who's our top scorer, Rafinha the second top scorer, and Jack Harrison not having a very good season. Only 4 goals in 23 matches. That's a bit bad season for Jack Harrison. But anyways, let's move on to season 3 of this Leeds rebuild. Season 3 with Leeds begins and the squad's looking very good, I would say. I mean, after 2 seasons of trouble, we are finally here with a very established squad, and on the bench also we have got some very good players. Our 2 pre-contract signings in Jamie Vardy and Luka Modric, if these guys can help us at least one season, it'll be really helpful for us to take that next step. And obviously I think so left wing is a place maybe we can make improvements, maybe a centre back, and many places to improve. That camp spot can be also improved, maybe an upgrade over Rodrigo, who knows, and also to improve that bench. But it will all depend upon how much transfer budget we have. So let's see how much is the transfer budget that we have for season 3 here, and it is quite a big transfer budget. It is 66 million euros. Our first summer signing is Christopher Nkunku from RB Leipzig for 92.6 million euros. We sold Rodrigo for that to Everton, I suppose, for 35 million euros. And here we are, we've signed the Frenchman for Leeds United for a massive amount of money. Replace Jack Harrison, we have signed Harvey Barnes from Manchester City for a whooping 54 million euros, and he's got all the good stats: acceleration, reaction, dribbling, and a player I have not used in any of my career modes, so he's going to be an exciting player. On paper this is a very solid signing, obviously. Now let's see how he performs on the pitch. But with that, according to me, we have completed all the signings of this transfer window, because we signed only 2 players, but obviously 2 massive players, I would say. Let's see how much budget we are left with. Yeah, it's only 5 million. So according to me, now we'll be simming till January, and obviously we'll see can we get into the top 4 in the Premier League. Halfway through the Premier League season and we stand 9th in the Premier League. I mean, not bad, I would say, but I expected a bit better. And I reckon if we can have a very good second half of the season, we can make top 4, but that will require a lot of luck, as well as we need to win all the games that we play. So it's going to be a tough task, but we are in a semi-final in the Carabao Cup versus Liverpool. And also one more thing, that I renewed some contracts of the important players, so that with that, I mean, we are left with absolutely nothing now. So we'll sim till the end of the season, because we can't make signings in this January transfer window, and then we'll see if we can finish in the top 4 or at least the top 7. Well, we have finished 9th in the Premier League in season 3 here with Leeds United. I mean, I would say not bad, but the team we have got, we have to at least finish in the top 6, but I think so it is what it is. So let's see in the Carabao Cup, can we win it? No, we cannot, because we lost to Liverpool 5-4 on aggregate. And let's take a quick look at all the stats. A good season all around, better than last season, you can say. And let's see who was the top scorer for us in the overall season. So it was Patrick Bamford with 15 goals only. Harvey Barnes with 26 overall contribution, that's mad. And James Ward-Prowse also having a very good season. Jamie Vardy dropping 5 ratings, but he thinks to play this part as a backup striker and so on. So I think so next season is going to be the season where we really challenge for the top 4 or maybe the league title, depending upon the players we buy. But there we go, we'll be getting into season 4 with Leeds United begins. And obviously last season was a very good season for us compared to season 2 and season 1. So this season I think we can improve that striker spot, maybe a high rated goalkeeper and a very good centre back. We can be looking for a top 4 place, but it will all depend upon the transfer budget we have got here in season 4. And it's about 90 million, so I think so we should get them some decent players in. We have started season 4 here with a massive signing by bringing in the French goalkeeper Mike Maignan from Lille for a whooping 77 million euros. I thought that we will need someone, and high rated keeper in goal for this season if we want to challenge for top 4. And we also sold Meslier, so he's a perfect fit, and therefore the French goalkeeper signs here for Leeds United. Our next signing is Daniel Malen from Manchester City to improve that striker spot, a player who can hit goals or score goals basically from anywhere, left, right, centre. And for this we had to sell our star player in Patrick Bamford to Arsenal for 54 million, something like that. And he was also 31 years of age or 30 years of age, so it made sense to sell him and get in a young player, and that's what we have done by bringing in Daniel Malen from Manchester City. So guys, I was just scrolling through the list of free agents and I found Ross Barkley, a player, I mean a very good backup player I would say, who can play as a centre mid and see cam as well. So he was a free agent and that's why we have signed him. And we have also signed this backup goalkeeper who basically was with us last season, but his contract was expiring and I forgot to renew his contract, and therefore we have signed him as well. So this for backup purposes. Well, we are improving squad depth here by bringing in Matt Targett from Aston Villa for 30 million euros and Kenny Teti from Fulham for 15 million euros. Now we had 50 million left in our transfer budget, and I thought to improve the squad depth purpose, we already bought in Ross Barkley on a free transfer, so we could not sign a top class centre back from that. So we are improving squad depth here, and with that our transfer window will be over here for season 1. Now we'll be simming till the end of the season and see where at least can we get into the top 4 for the first time in this rebuild video. Well, finally things are looking good for us here in season 4 with Leeds, as we are in 6th with 38 points halfway through the Premier League season, and I reckon if we can have a very good second half of the season we can get into the top 4, but that will require us to be unstoppable, and I'm not sure if that can happen, but we'll see. But a main problem we have got here is Harvey Barnes has picked up a 2-month-long injury and therefore he will not be available till I think so March, and therefore we now need to look for a replacement of him. So unfortunately we could not make any transfers, and therefore now we'll be simming until the end of the season and hopefully we can make the top 4. The squad's looking good except that Harvey Barnes injury, so hopefully things during these simulations can go our way. Well, it had to happen. 4 points was the difference between us and Champions League football. I mean, I don't know what to say, but it is what it is, I suppose. Let's take a quick look at all the stats, who was the top player for us this season, and surely it was a better season than last season and the season before that, but still, if we could have got top 4, it could have made things simpler for us in the next season. But there we go, Daniel Malen made the difference for us, and with 23 goals, Christopher Nkunku with 13 goals, 8 assists. So overall, as I said, it's been a very good season, and now let's move on to season 5. Season 5 with Leeds United begins, and honestly I think so if we can challenge for if we can bring in a centre back this season, a very good centre back, I think so we are ready to challenge for big things. And let's see what's the transfer budget. So it's around 185 million, which is very big, and I think so we can make very good transfers from that amount of money. Ruben Dias is the player we have signed for that centre back spot from Manchester City for a whooping 135 million euros, and I mean I think so he's a perfect player to lead us to the Champions League trophy and obviously Premier League glory as well, and therefore we have signed the Portuguese player from Manchester City. Well, we have made the signing of Xavi Simons from PSG for 9.8 million euros. His contract was expiring, so I thought this would be the best deal. We needed someone in that midfield for backup purposes, squad depth purposes, and therefore we have bought the former Barcelona youngster to Leeds United. One more signing completed for squad depth purposes, as we have bought in Brian Mbeumo from Brentford for 32 million euros, and we wanted someone backup for that right wing and left wing spot, so I thought this man would be perfect, and therefore we have bought the France international to Leeds United. So guys, we have also signed Somerville, our former player. I think so in season 3 was it, he left as a free agent, and we have bought him back because he was still a free agent. We needed someone who could replace, maybe not replace, but for backup purposes for that left wing spot. We obviously bought in Mbeumo, but that's still only one player, so we have bought Somerville in, and also we got Florian Balguina from RB Leipzig on a year loan deal and loan to buy option basically, And there we go. With that transfer windows completed, we made some very good signings, smart signings I would say. We are still left with 6 million in January. We'll see if we can make some signings, but for now this is the squad, and let's sim until January and see where will we stand in the Premier League and in the Europa League. This is our Europa League group, which has Granada, Athens and Molde, and I think so we'll be able to top this group unless we decide to bottle it. Things you do love to see, we are second in the Premier League and we are 3 points behind Liverpool, 4 points ahead of Arsenal and 8 points ahead of Manchester United. So things are going pretty well for us in the Premier League. Let's see in the Europa League how it is going for us, because we were there in the Europa League. So we are in the round of 32 where we face Genk and we topped our group. We basically won all our matches. So now we have a problem that Florian Balguina has been recalled by Leipzig. I thought that would happen, and now therefore we need to look for someone backup, because we don't have a backup striker. We have this Jepsen guy here, but he's just 54 rated, so we need to look for a backup striker in this January transfer window. So guys, we are basically on deadline day, and I was trying to find players who could come on loan, but there were no such options, and therefore now we'll be simming until the end of the season. The squad's still looking very good, and we're doing very good in January as well, so hopefully we can do well for the rest of the season and take the Premier League trophy home, and at least secure the Champions League spot for the season. Well, after 5 seasons of grind, we have finally secured Champions League football for us here in Season 5. With 78 points, we sit 3rd in the Premier League after 38 games. Things you do love to see. And let's see how things went in the cup competitions. In the FA Cup, we won the FA Cup versus Spurs in the final 2-1. Okay then, in the Carabao Cup, let's see. Have we won the Carabao Cup? No. And now the Europa League. What have we done in the Europa League? And we have lost to Leipzig in the final on penalties. I can't believe what just happened. Let's see how did we do in the knockout stages. So we comfortably did beat Genk in the round of 16. We smashed Gladbach. In the quarters we got past Simeone's side, and in the semi-final we edged out Napoli, and we lost to penalties to Leipzig. It's heartbreaking, but still I think this team has come so far. And now let's take a quick look at the stats. Who was the top player and who was the player basically who carried us till here, and it is none other than Johnny Malen. 39 goals, 7 assists, and Harvey Barnes, what's in season, 27 goals, 11 assists. Rafinha with just 17 goals, 6 assists. Ward-Prowse from the midfield, 19 assists. Mad. Nkunku with a very good season, and Mbemo also playing his part as a backup player. Firpo also having some very good good season. Ross Barkley, 3 goals, not bad, has a backup cam. And yeah, this is how the stats look. We have taken a big step here in Season 5, and now let's move on to Season 6 and finally win the Premier League and the Champions League. To kick off Season 6, we have signed Jimenez from Atletico Madrid for 80 million euros, and I was first of all looking at De Ligt, but then he was just too expensive, and that's why we turned our attention to an alternative in Jimenez, and therefore we have signed the Uruguayan centre back for Leeds United. One more signing completed as we have bought the North Macedonian Elmas to Leeds United. Again, this is for backup purposes because last season we didn't have much cash to make transfers happen for backup purposes, but this season because of the Champions League we do have the cash to make these type of signings happen, and therefore we have made Elmas our second summer signing. Rui Patricio is our third summer signing as the Portuguese has signed here. We have a backup goalkeeper, but he's just 67 rated, which is too low, and therefore we have got Rui Patricio for just 4 million here, and he now be our second choice keeper after Mike Mainan. Let's see, Season 6 is all about signings as we have made 2 more massive signings. The purpose is only one, squad depth, and those 2 signings are obviously Patson Daka and Jude Bellingham, both from German sides Leverkusen and Dortmund respectively. Daka for 53 million, Patson Daka, and Jude Bellingham for 65 million euros. And with that, I reckon that's our summer signings done. We have still 30 million left in our transfer budget, but not 30, sorry, 22 million. But we have made some very good signings and the squad's looking very good, and we'll be simming till January, and let's see how we are doing in the Champions League and in the Premier League. But before that, let's see our Champions League group. This is our Champions League group: Bayer Leverkusen, Sevilla and Dinamo Zagreb. A very simple group, I would say. I mean, not a simple group, but not a tough group, obviously. And with the type of team we have got, I think so we can top it. Both in the Premier League is where we stand after that. After such good signings, we are here. 6 points behind Liverpool. How Aston Villa ahead of us, I have no clue. But I don't know what to say at this point, because simulations sometimes go your way, sometimes it does not. But first season in the Champions League, have we made it out of the group? Yes, we have. And it is Real Madrid who we face in the round of 16, and we came second in our group. So at least we got out of the group is the best thing I would say here. And now we had 22 million left, but almost every main player's contract was expiring, like Rafinha and Harvey Barnes and Christopher Nkunku, so I had to renew the contracts, and because of that we have now only 2 million, and that's why we'll straight away get into quick simming those Champions League games versus Real Madrid. First leg versus Real Madrid at Ellen Road. We'll be quick simming this one. Let's see what is the final scoreline here, and it is a comfortable 2-0 victory with Rafinha and Christopher Nkunku scoring for us. Second leg versus Madrid, we have a strong 2-0 advantage. No way we are bottling this, and no we aren't. It's a strong 3-1 victory again, and with this we are through to the quarterfinals of the Champions League. In the quarters, we face Atletico Madrid, Diego Simeone's side. First leg at the Metropolitano. Let's see, can we get a strong lead here? Well, it's a 0-0 draw, and now it's going to be difficult for us to go to the semi-finals. Second leg versus Atletico Madrid. Can we produce some magic here at Ellen Road? Yes, we can. A 4-2 victory, and with that we are into the semi-finals of the Champions League. So we face Barcelona in the semi-finals after beating Atletico Madrid and Real Madrid in the quarters and the round of 16. Can we beat Barcelona here to make a Champions League final? First leg away from home. Let's see, can we pick up a victory? Yes, we can. Daniel Malen and Christopher Nkunku scoring for us. We are one match away from that Champions League final. We have to defend our lead here, and we have exactly done that. 1-1 at home, and with that we are in a Champions League final after what, 5 or 6 seasons of grind. Well, before playing the Champions League final, we have not won the Premier League. I don't know what should we do to stop Liverpool to win that Premier League trophy, but anyways, the main focus is now the Champions League trophy. We have finished second with 79 points. However, Aston Villa finished third. Yes, they might have some good players, but anyways, let's say in the FA Cup, have we won the FA Cup? No, we haven't. It was Liverpool who did win the FA Cup on penalties. Liverpool have been our rivals in this episode more than Manchester United. But anyways, in the Carabao Cup, let's see what happens. We lost to Spurs in the final. Brilliant, absolutely brilliant, losing 2 finals. And in the Champions League, obviously we are in the Champions League final. But before that, let's take a quick look at all of the stats. Who was our top scorer throughout the whole season, and how did players perform? And Daniel Malen, 46 goals and 7 assists. What an season he has had. But the problem is he's not available for the Champions League final, because I think so he's picked too many yellow cards, and therefore he's not available, and Patson Daka has to step up now. Harvey Barnes having a very good season, so does Rafinha, and this happens every single time. Last time I remember in one of the rebuilds we could not use Locatelli in that final because he picked up an red card, so this time it's Daniel Malen. But anyways, let's get into the Champions League final. This is the team which will play versus Manchester City. We have got 2 issues. One, Malen is not available, and second, that Ruben Diaz is suffered an injury, I think so in the quarterfinals or the semi-finals. Therefore, Mario Hermoso and Jimenez will play in that centre-back spot. Chelik, Firpo has full-backs, Mainan between the sticks, Harvey Barnes, Rafinha, Patson Daka the front three, and Ward-Prowse and Calvin Phillips in the midfield alongside Christopher Nkunku. A very good Leeds United team which we have built over 6 seasons, and it's all to play for here versus Manchester City. Let's win the Champions League and complete this rebuild. Christopher Nkunku finds Patson Daka. Can Daka score in the absence of Donald Malen? Goes for the fake shot. Finds Harvey Barnes but could not find that final pass, I would say. Now trying to find and create an attack, but it's not possible here as City trying to create a chance for themselves, and we have given the goal. But what a save by Mainan, but on the rebound it's Manchester City who take a lead. I mean, as I said, we have had the chances, we didn't take them, and now City took the advantage of it as Ferran Torres has given them the lead in this Champions League final. Trying to score a second before halftime, and if they do that, we'll be losing this final as it is cleared by Hermoso, and with that halftime. Now finds Patson Daka. Go on Patson Daka. Can he score? Well, he can, and we have leveled here versus City. What a pass was that from Rafinha, and the finish from Patson Daka was absolutely brilliant, and no chance for Edison to save that. And I mean, the finish was superb, and I mean, Rafinha was also very good in this build-up play, and finally we have taken the chance and we have equaled here versus City. Let's go and try to find that second goal. Once more Rafinha here finds Daka. Can Daka do the second time? Well, he cannot. What a save by Edison there. A corner for us here. We'll be taking this shot through Harvey Barnes. I'm trying to go for a cross here, does not work, and now it will be City on the attack. He finds Porro on the wing, goes back for Ferran Torres. We need to defend this. It's Ferran Torres, and it's a goal. Not Ferran Torres, sorry, I think so it's Ilicic, but it's someone, yeah, it's Ferran Torres who scores the goal. Bad defending by us again, and it's cost us. I mean, I don't know what should I do to defend now, but one thing for sure, that we have to score at least a goal to take this game to extra time, and that shot from Ferran Torres was absolutely brilliant. On the attack here, got to defend this. Good defending by Mario Hermoso. Rafinha finds Daka. So Nkunku to Rafinha. Can he score? Well, he can, and it's the Brazilian who gets us back on level terms here versus Manchester City. What a goal! And it was Christopher Nkunku who made that goal, and did pass it to Rafinha, and a beautiful goal from the Brazilian past Edison, and we are back on level terms with just 10 minutes to go in this final. We have just got to defend this well and not City score a third goal, and they're trying to do exactly that here as they have the ball, trying to create a third chance for themselves, but we have forced them back for now at least. One last chance for us maybe here with Daka. Can he score? Well, he can, and we have just won this game here versus Manchester City. Assist by Rafinha, and what a goal by Patson Daka in the 93rd minute of added time, and we have dropped Manchester City here in the final minutes. Good build-up play, good hold-up by Patson Daka, and a goal. What a match this lad has had in place of Donald Malen. He just got 2 goals, and what an important 2 goals that can be, as we have now secured the Champions League trophy here versus City. There we go, it's done. It's completed. We thought this game was going into extra time, but no. It was Patson Daka's brilliance that didn't let this game go to extra time. A 98th minute winner, and City, as you can see, Clement Longley not happy with that. Does not matter, as we have completed the rebuild. We have made Leeds the champions of Europe. Maybe not the champions of England, but we have surely made them champions of Europe, and it's now time to see the celebrations. What's a final was that? I mean, Patson Xhaka just scored 2 brilliant goals and we are now Champions League winners. Rafinha with the trophy. I by mistakenly pressed X in that excitement and therefore we could not see the trophy celebrations. But yeah, that's it for it. We have made Leeds the champions of Europe, and hope you guys did like this video. If you did, please drop a like on the video, subscribe to the channel if you're new around here, and also let me know down in the comment section what rebuild you want to see next, and I'll see you guys for the next one.